Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. MMA on a Friday, a Cuban on a Friday. On a Friday, FOOK off on a Friday.
I can rub my nipples to the sexy little beat. Me reading the news, it makes your chode wanna skeet. Watching MMA makes my knees so weak. Points to JBH, mission complete.
FOOK off, FOOK on Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. Stop the points game right now, I'm gonna roll the die of doom. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday, we gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday.
Welcome. Happy Friday, friends. I hope everyone is.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Everyone. I want everyone to be a wonderful, wonderful, and
Schadenfreude.
feel the Schadenfreude tonight. Oh, we're here. We're live. It is another epic night of acumening on a Friday. Friday is the best day of the week, right? There's no better day.
Yes.
Saturday's cool because you're off, right? Or some people are off, some people aren't.
We're
But
never off.
Friday is the end of the week.
Yes.
It's time to turn up.
Yeah.
It's time to hang with the boys.
Hang with the boys.
So I hope everyone is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I didn't curl my hair. 2 joints, my Schadenfreude hair. It was up in a bun, and now I'm trying to get show ready while we're live.
There you go. Show ready JBH is in full effect. We are playing that motherfucking points game tonight. So let's let that shit fly. Let's go cray in the points game. We're going to acumen all over your faces tonight. We have a big fight tomorrow. We have 2 fights tomorrow, Bellator and the UFC. So that is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
And I'm happy to be here tonight, Jesse. I feel it. Yeah, I'm feeling
Why?
I'm feeling the juice from the
Why
audience.
would you be happy to be here?
I love this place. I love it. By the way, check out over here. I don't know if you can really see it, but
Is it gonna show up?
there's a 3D. I don't know if you could put it on my face. Let's see.
That's from Paul, I believe his name is, or I think his name is Paul.
Where the fuck am I?
3d1.com. If you want some 3D art. I don't know.
So, hold on a second. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Can you see it? Oh, you can't.
Oh, the
the
points.
number's in the way. You son of a bitch. There it is. The 3D. That's a little blurry, but you can see it. All right, so there you go. And shout out to the gentleman who did that. What was the name of the company? It was
3d1.com.
3d1.com. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, so we're here. We to start off the show, we have a new sponsor over there, right off the bat. New fucking sponsor over here.
Link
on
in the
MMA Holes.
description.
Yeah, so listen, you see this face over here? I have a majestic beard. It's probably the best beard in the whole goddamn world. But it needs help sometimes. You know, sometimes you need a little bit of help. So we got ourselves a beautiful sponsor, and they're called Real Bearded Men. And we got a 15% promo code MMA Hole. So now you hairy motherfuckers can get some discounts. More discounts for the holes. Wonderful, wonderful.
Bearded men.
I need you to feel my beard right now. I have the product in my face.
Feels smooth.
Super chat.
Feels wonderful, wonderful. Juvenile Johnny.
Yeah. PTS JBH.
Juvenile Johnny. Woo.
Listen to that voice. All right. Starting off the game. Sniffing
Smells
my
good.
beard.
Smells good.
JBH.
Wait, I want to talk about real bearded men. Oh, I got to
Well, you know what you got to do. You got to celebrate your points.
Yes.
We got a new voice, by the way, with the MMA whore. Are you ready? Tonight, the battle of all battles.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Tonight, the battle of all battles with the points game. JBH has the 3. So, yeah, it's nice and soft.
It's very, it's like beard changing instead of life changing. It's beard changing.
Well, it changed my life. It's beautifully and soft. Usually
your beard.
Yeah, my beard is like all scraggly and shit. Now it's soft. All right, so thank you to them. Real Bearded Men. We got some product over here, some wax, and I use some of their oil, their combs. So go check them out. We have a link in the description and get yourself that discount, 15% off for all MMA holes. How many people in this chat room have a beard? I want to know. We have so far 50 people watching. How many of those 50 have a beard? Oh, shit, boobies! We're starting with boobies tonight!
Yeah.
Hey, I can see your underwear. Push your boobies in the air, flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show off them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman, Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Jessica G with the donation 10.
Since we're all spoiling Avengers Endgame, suck it. Princess Leia shows up and kills Dr. Octopus, and then the entire Robotech cast shows up and kills Dana White. Towards the end, there's a chicken face-off between Vader and Cap America. Points JBH.
Woo!
Wow, what a spoiler over
Spoilers
there.
and points.
Holy shit, Jesse's on fire to start the show. No fear, the boys will ride. But Jesse.
Ready? This new voice is awful. It's great.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And by the way, that voice is Nicole Kidman. We hired her to do the voice. So there she is. The new MMA whore is Nicole Kidman. But the super chat voice is different as well. So we got 2 whores tonight hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
13-0. This is unbelievable. But I have no fear. The boys will ride tonight once again. Jacare Souza. Look at him. Look at him. He's a... Oh, fuck. What the fuck did I just do? Look what just happened. Jesse, you see this?
Whoa.
What?
Literally, so I don't know what he was doing, but every single window literally just
It's bizarre.
like minimized. Like nothing shut down. Everything just went minimized to the taskbar. So now he's sitting
I can't
here
see shit.
trying to open up every single window.
Wow, that was really weird. I lost everything. What the fuck just happened? Hold on a second.
Whoa.
That is really... What the fuck was that? All right, Jesse, do you see... Here we go. Okay,
Ta-da!
we're good. Everything. If you would have seen... Everything on the show looks fine, but everything on our computer just went black. I'm like... All right, let's try this again. Jacare Souza fighting Hermansson coming in on short notice. Jacare not too thrilled about it, but he's like, "Fuck it, they fights." That's not a good Jacare. And there he is. And by the way, I mean, I didn't think I was going to be able to find a picture of Jacare on an alligator. I really didn't think, or a crocodile. I'm not sure, but I actually was able to. Well, I didn't find it. I took it. I went into the wild. Actually, it was in Florida. I was scrummaging around the swampy area. I stopped by Real Real's house for a prostitute adventure. And sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to say that on air. And then all of a sudden, when I was done with my prostitute, I walked out into the swampy swamps of Florida.
Of swampiness.
Yeah, and I saw him crawling around over there. So I took a picture, and that is his mouth about to open up on my cock, Jesse.
Whoa.
Yeah. I took the picture. I was like, no, I don't go that way. I don't do crocodiles.
Wow.
And there he is on our thumbnail. It's a fantastic thumbnail.
Crocodiles.
So now, Jacare...
That was good.
What?
I never get the credit for being funny.
You're not supposed to pat yourself on the back after a joke.
His mouth was open for your cock, and you said, "I don't do crocodiles." I said crocodiles.
No, they're supposed to laugh, not you. Vlad.
Sup niggers. This is how a hood thought would sound from the UK. I mean, John Jones didn't do nothing. Ite den dog. Points for Moss.
Yes!
Was this UK or Australian?
Ha! Yeah! That's right. Put the Zeus in my direction. Thank you, Vlad.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hey. All right.
Isn't
Thank you.
crocodile so funny? Yeah, thanks, Juvenile.
It's really,
Don.
really funny. Yes.
It's funny.
Well, here's
I
the
don't do
thing.
crocodiles because he had his mouth open for your cock.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say, I don't do crocodiles, but you said crocodiles. You ruined the whole thing. I made it funnier.
Jesse, you have a stand-up stand-up comedy background, right?
Say, I don't do crocodiles.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, you're ruining. It might have been a funny joke, but you're ruining it. All right. Anyway, that was a hysterical joke, by the way. In the inside, I'm rolling around on the floor. Okay, so Jacare did not have to take this fight. You know, that didn't have to happen. But he did take the fight. It is a very risky fight. Hermansson, tough. We dropped a poll before we went live. We decided to throw a quickie up there. So let's refresh this thing. Who will win? Who does the community say is going to win? Jacare or Hermansson? And right now, 74% say Hermansson is going to lose. 117 people voted. So get your votes in on the community section of this YouTube channel and let us know what you think. What do you think about that? The numbers there, Jess?
You know what? It's kind of interesting, these numbers, because in our news tonight, we're talking about how Jacare said it was a huge risk for him to take this fight. So to me, it's a fair vote, because I would have voted Jacare Souza as well. But it is a little fascinating coming from Jacare's side and the things that he had to say, you know, in comparison to where this vote leans. That, I don't know, to me it's a little interesting. And I'll tell you why when we read the news, but it's definitely interesting. Highest donator.
All right, so highest donator right now is Jessica G with the 10 spot over there, and she will spin the wheel of goodies. By the way,
the wheel of goodies.
We made speaker bigger on the wheel, so more of a chance to hit that speaker over there. If you need a Bluetooth speaker, the highest donator has a chance to win that. Some CBD products. By the way, Jessica G, let us know what you think about
Souza.
Let us know what you think about your vape pen. Would love to know. Don't mind me, Jesse. I'm
Jacare Souza. All right, go for it.
Yeah, let me know what you think about that. The vape pen. And Michael Anzalone has just purchased stuff from Timeless CBD. Shut. The fuck.
Jacare Souza.
Well, at least we know now what she's laughing at. Before we didn't know. Now we do know that she is laughing indeed at the word Jacare Souza. I just don't get it. But I hope the chat room gets it. I don't get it. All right, but it's funny. I mean, Jessie likes it. She likes that joke. All right, so yeah. Get your votes in on the poll over here. And it is wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, Il Senor, I don't know. Or Jacare. How about that, Jesse? What Vlad says Jacare. Jacare Souza. You want to just do every option you can?
But he's a crocodile. Jacare Souza.
Well, it looks like this crocodile over here is ready for some Jacare. You know, with that mouth wide open. But it is what it is. All right, let's.
Oh my God.
You're making me depressed. Let's see what we got on Facebook over here. We're live on Facebook as well.
Look at that face.
This is FOOK Friday, so expect extra cringiness tonight on the MMA Holes Friday show. And there we are. Look at that. We're on Facebook.
Whoa.
So drop a like on Facebook and share away with your friends.
Let me share real quick.
All right, Jesse's going to share. Mas, I know that. Hold on. I took 3 hits and I'm super relaxed. And the pain in my ribs, which was not going good this morning, is now completely gone.
Nice.
Is that true?
Woo! You
Jessica.
Took 3. Yeah, 3 is all it takes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You want to have a conch? We should do like Lord of the Flies. All right, so here's what we're going to do. The person with the trophy is allowed to talk, okay? So we'll pass it back and forth.
No, you can talk. I'm sorry.
All right.
It was not.
No, you want to talk at the same time? Or
no, let me just share this on Facebook.
All right.
You go ahead and speak.
While she shares on Facebook, let's see if I can get that thought out. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. So that's good that it helped your ribs. Did you break the ribs? Did you bruise the ribs? I know she got into an accident, but that's good stuff. So I'm glad the Timeless CBD is helping. Speaking of Timeless CBD, we have a link in the description down below, and we have a promo code, MMA Hole. It's 20% off everything in the store. So Timeless CBD is wonderful. We use it on a daily, and we hope you enjoy it too. All right. We got 40 likes right off the bat. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that shite. Let's get into the first story over here on Friday. The Jacare Souza thing, which is kind of interesting. He didn't have to take this. I kind of feel like he's always getting the shaft. But let's see why he took this fight. JBH.
According to MMA Junkie, Jacare Souza explains being pressured into accepting a makeshift UFC Fort Lauderdale headliner.
All the cool kids are doing it, Jacare. All the cool kids are doing it. Take the fight, Dick. Take the fight. All the cool kids are doing it, Jacare. Is that what happened?
Maybe. Hermansson Souza says he's focused, prepared, and confident ahead of Saturday's UFC on ESPN Plus 8 headliner. Souza is very clear about one thing, though. He didn't want this fight with Jack Hermansson, and accepting it took not only some serious instance by UFC brass, but also a very specific promise. Souza told MMA Junkie early on Thursday in his native Portuguese, quote, "It was hard negotiating for Jack. That was hard. That was tough. I didn't want to accept the fight at all. It's a risk that I'm taking. I'm putting my career at risk. That's the truth. It made me very upset, this fight. But we talked and this and that. Then the UFC matchmaker Mick Maynard came in, Hunter Campbell, UFC president Dana White, all those people, and I said, either you promise me the belt and put that to paper and send it to me, or there's no deal." Souza first brought onto Saturday's card, which takes place at, or first was brought onto Saturday's card, which takes place at BB&T Center in Sunrise, Florida, to meet Yoel Romero. The battle, a rematch of their razor-thin UFC 194 encounter, was already a replacement, as Romero originally had been linked to fight Paulo Costa, who couldn't because of commission issues. When illness knocked Romero out of the card, Costa came back into the picture as a possible opponent for Souza, who accepted it, but then it was Costa who turned it down, citing concerns about making weight on short notice. That's where Hermansson comes in. Souza said, quote, "It was tough because everyone put a lot of pressure on me. That's what upset me a lot. Everyone was, take the fight, and the UFC people calling, and I said, I don't want this fight, I don't want it, I won't take this fight. And then Dana White says, take this fight, it will be good because of this and that, and in my head, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it. At the end of the day, we reached an agreement that is good for me." Although he talked about things being put to paper, Souza said that the promise that a title shot would be next was entirely verbal. He is expecting to be honored about it, though.
All right, so Jacare, I do feel like it seems like every time Jacare's up there, he gets the shaft.
Yeah, well, he's not. I have a feeling he's not going to be getting that title shot because they didn't put it on paper. And Dana White changes things up, and Maynard and all, they change things up so much that, I mean, what are really the chances of, I mean, I guess he has a slight chance of getting that title shot, but they didn't put it on paper like Souza requested, you know?
All right, so let's look at the middleweights. Let's take a peek, right? Adesanya at top. Looks like he's going to be fighting Robert Whittaker. Yoel Romero kind of in limbo over here. He was pulled out of that fight. Luke Rockhold, well, he is fighting not at middleweight anymore. So why is he here? You can take him out, and Jacare should be the number 3 guy. Kelvin Gastelum. Wait, what the fuck? Is this updated? Hold on a second. This can't be updated. Hold on a second. So Kelvin Gastelum drops to number 5? How is that? Really? He beat Jacare. Should he be ahead of Jacare? Does that make any sense, Jess?
Well, if they promise Jacare a title shot, then I guess this could boost Souza.
No, that's bullshit. So maybe he is promised a title shot. I mean, if he sits here at number 4,
yeah.
Luke Rockhold's gone. He's technically number 3. Yeah, he's next in line. But you mean to tell me if Whittaker loses to Adesanya, and say it's like a real close war of a fight, like fantastic fight, you wouldn't run it back with Whittaker? I mean, Whittaker's been a champ for a bit. You know, you wouldn't run it back with him? Or maybe his injuries are not as enticing and Jacare gets the shot. I guess it makes sense. You can squeeze Jacare in there if he wins against Hermansson. It's just Hermansson's what, number 10? It's so bizarre. This middleweight division is fucked up.
Rankings don't matter anymore.
It's really fucked up. You beat a number 10 guy, you get a title shot. That would be the gift that Jacare deserves. I still think he's got a little left. He wasn't winning the fight against Weidman, then he knocked him out. You know, he was losing that fight, and Weidman got clipped. So Jacare, you know, coming off of that thing there, let's look at his record. Jacare's a beast, though, man. He's 26-6-0, the Strikeforce champion. The guy never really got his nose dirty with anything. Here's the Weidman fight. Gastelum fight, which I was really shocked in this one. He mauled Brunson. He fought himself.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
We got Real coming in.
Moss, that hooker I got you only blew you for a reason. She was a tranny. Sorry man. I didn't even know she was. I forgot to give her a full body pat down. My bad. Just a causality of South Florida. BTW. Joe Rogan Clips follows me.
Thank you, Real. I appreciate
Joe
it. You are
Rogan
wonderful.
Clips.
Wonderful.
So Joe Rogan Clips has followed. Does Jacare earn that shot if he beats Hermansson? I guess the way the division sits right now, I'm gonna go with okay. I'm not against that. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm not against it. I do think rankings are a little out the window, but it is what it is.
All right. So would you want to see it?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So say if Adesanya wins, your boy Adesanya beats Whitaker.
Yes.
Jacare versus Whitaker.
If
Adesanya,
wins,
I'm sorry.
Jacare versus Adesanya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
All right. So either way, you
I
want
think
Jacare.
Adesanya makes a fight with anybody.
Well, and not Anderson Silva. That was more of a sleepy fight. Anyway, let's see what the chat
He was
says.
very respectful of Silva.
Let's see. What do you think about Jacare in the chat?
Weedy Guitar Studio says Souza sucks. Fook the shit out of him. Boss Kogar.
Wait, who said that?
Weedy Guitar Studio.
Real Jacare sucks? Really? I mean, he's a lot older now, but saying he sucks.
But more importantly, I would for sure be a contestant for Miss Canada.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, let's get back into the chat.
Scuffed Gamer says Izzy is overrated. Real says Moss just forgot he told a story about me buying him a hooker. Henry Solstice.
No, I remember that.
Oi, I need pics. Weedy Guitar Studio says FOOK Souza, the choke artist. Sean Rosas says real thumbs up. Drunk Savage Jacare would beat Adesanya, but not Whitaker. Vlad is given the fist bump. Jack Hooray says 2 joints. El Senor says Jacare has certainly earned a title shot whenever he requests 100. Real says, what's up, Jessica G and H? Goat Zalone, KFC, Vigo Clan. 2 joints. Jack Herrera. Ricardo Aguilar says, Moss, please band me.
In the past, we'll find a time machine and then band him. I don't know what he's talking about.
Jessica G says, I think Adesanya KOs the world. Whoop whoop. Adesanya for the win. 2 joints says, Jack off. It's FOOK off Friday.
Yeah.
Killer Clown Jack's
Wonderful.
gonna smash Souza. Mike S says Jacare will beat Hermansson, Adesanya, but not Whitaker.
According to the poll right now, we have 145 votes, and you guys got in quick. We just threw this thing up, and 72% say that Jacare Souza will beat Hermansson. Now, Hermansson is not a complete layup here. Yes, he is the number 10
He's
fighter.
good. He's
but
really
he
good.
is fucking tough. I was actually surprised with the David Branch fight. That went through me for a loop. Let's look at Mr. Hermansson. Let's take a peek. This fight is tomorrow night. We'll be reacting to it. And we'll be reacting to Bellator too. We'll be doing a multitask tomorrow. Now he is 19-4. Not too shabby, Jesse. Let's scroll through the statisticals over here. And here we go. The win over Branch, domination. Finished him in the first round. Submission. And then he beats Mearshart when this happened in the first round as well by submission. He says he's not afraid of Jacare's ground game. Jacare's jiu-jitsu is tight. But Hermansson is not scared, homie. This one over here, a knockout in the 3rd round. So he beats Lights. And I got to say, Hermansson is not a fucking layup. Now, the last loss he had was against Diego Santos, who was fighting John Jones for the title. And Santos took him out in the 1st round. So, I mean, if you look, and that was 2017, right? So he's pulled himself together. He's on a little bit of a run. He's got really nothing to lose.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Very dangerous. Donation. Vlad.
I think Jacare wins via cooler name. Then he goes off to fight his real lasagna and beats him via submission. He's going to go back to his BJJ roots. Points Moss.
All right.
Real lasagna.
Points. Real lasagna. That's right. Drop him over here. Vlad. Yeah, Vlad.
Real lasagna.
God, thank God for
Funny,
Vlad.
Real
Vlad.
lasagna.
Vlad keeps it with the boys. Vlad keeps him with the boys.
Yeah.
You like real lasagna?
Yeah, that was funny.
So he got Jacare over there. It's going to be interesting because Hermansson is difficult on the ground. I still got to give Jacare the edge, but I wouldn't be shocked if Jacare lost. I really wouldn't. I would not be shocked, but I'm going with the gator. Going with the gator on this one.
You know, sometimes you get this look on your face. It's the same look as when you're trying not to laugh. This look that you get on your face, and every once in a while,
Like that?
no, like you just have this look. You're doing it right now.
Like this? Is that the look? No. What's the look? Can you mimic it?
No. I'll tell you next time you do it.
Jesse, one away. One away on a Friday. Yeah! Party time. 50 in the box. Beat the shit out of Sam.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. The dislikes can choke on a dick.
It's way better than that.
Yeah?
Yes.
So let me ask you this question. You have a tough time high-fiving, and I noticed that you have a tough time fist-pumping as well.
No,
So-
my high five's gotten better. Watch this.
Oh, well, no, hold on a second.
No,
If you were at... Hold on. All right. Well, hold on.
Do it real quick.
If you were at a club, right, and you were white girl wasted, right, you threw a lot of drinks down your throat,
Yes.
right, and then up Americano, beep, 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 like that fucking Italian stupid song comes on, right, and everyone's just goofing around, and all the white people are fucking fist pumping. How would you fist pump? We have a wedding coming up. God, I cannot wait. Maybe I'll creep the camera and I'll take some videos of Jesse fist pumping. I mean, it's just like oh man. About a minute. No? Okay.
Wait, you do the song.
About a minute, got it's amazing. I mean, zero rhythm, zero, but she owns it. I gotta give her that. I am not fucking Michael Jackson. I'm not fucking him, and I am not fucking Michael Jackson. Am I fucking Michael Jackson? I don't
Yes.
even know. But man, good for you. Where do you get the moves from, mom or dad?
Neither.
No?
I made them up myself.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying, where do you get
Because
the
their
skills?
moves weren't good enough for me.
No, I just picture your whole family dancing like that.
No, my mom's a really good dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never really seen my dad dance, so I don't know. My mom's a really good dancer. I don't like taking things seriously when it comes to that stuff because it makes me uncomfortable.
All right. So JBH fist pumping with the boys. All right. Silliness tonight. Silliness. All right. So get your votes in. All right. Look at it. Get your votes in on the community section. Right over there. 73% says the Jacques. 27's got Jack Hermansson. I want to see on the BetDSIs. Let's look over here. Shout out to our other sponsor. Let's take a peek.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Breaking news on EPO.
Insert Fox News swoosh noise. Breaking news on the EPO front. I am in with two strong contacts from the UFC, one being a golden snitch. 100% real facts. I'm also getting death threats. Shit got real fast. FOOK this new voice.
Wow. He's getting death threats? Is he really? I tell you what, the voice is very intimidating.
You know what that means, real? It means you're on to something.
That death threats. Drop it in the
when,
Discord.
when
I
you
wanna see
start
that.
getting death threats, you finally made it.
So this is interesting. And thank you for the donations tonight. I was looking for the Jacare fight, and I stumbled on the Cutie Laba versus Teixeira fight. Cutie Laba is a plus 101. And no handshake at the weigh-ins. It's still close, but he is the underdog in this fight. And I have to say this, Jesse. I think he's knocking Glover out. And I love Glover. Glover was nice enough to come on the show. He didn't beat me up. And Cutie Lobber is a plus 101. That might be the dog. That might be it. I'm shocked. I thought Glover was going to be the underdog in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So the Hulk at plus 101 might be something to look out for. If you want to place the bet, link in the description. Promo code MMA Hold, double that money. I mean tacos. Let's see. Let's move on.
Paul faces I get death threats every day from my wife.
Wonderful.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Horrible. All right, let's see what we got here. Where's the Jacques? Where's Jacare? I must have passed it like 4 times. I want to see what the odds are on Souza. Do you see it? There we go. Souza. So Hermansson is getting a plus 175. What do you think about that bet? I mean, of course he's going to be the underdog. I thought it would be a little bit more lopsided. Oh, perverts! Let's go!
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits.
Jessica J.
Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman, ARIEL Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Wow, Jessica G making it rain.
Jacare Souza, Acumen, Schadenfreude, NH's Banana, DB Cooper, and Skittles. Do you know what all of these words have in common? Iron Man says them just before he drives a Death Star into Luke Skywalker in Avengers Endgame. Points JBH.
Schadenfreude.
Holy shit, Jessica G getting her money's worth on that one. Thank you, Jessica. And
Isn't she
JBH
just a gem?
with another 10.
Gemmica.
I need help.
Gemsica.
Still the highest donator is Jessica G. Will the boys ride tonight? Here we go.
My other wedding dance.
All right.
Wonderful.
Look like you were running out of steam in that dance. You were like getting tired. You were slowing down. Too much dancing. 23-4. I need some help. If you'd like to play along on the points game, every donation, say points to JBH, points to Mystic. The person at the end of the show with the least amount of points has to roll the die of doom.
No, I didn't like it.
It takes too long to switch that one. The settings are so far apart. That's going to take a while. Okay.
The dog.
I knew you were going to do that. I saw you put it the wrong way. Fail. The die of doom. See, I liked mine better. I think mine was better.
I put it the wrong way.
So now we got to do this. We got to go through all these settings. It's all right. All right. So there we go.
You can just go backwards. You can just go backwards.
I'm not rolling this shit tonight. I need a win. This is getting ridiculous. I need the boys to ride tonight. So, boys, help a brother out. Help a honky out. Please help me out tonight. I don't want to roll. But Jessica G in the lead for the wheel, the spinach. All right. Let's move on to the next topic in the news. And thank you for the donations. We really do appreciate your sexiness tonight. What are you doing? I don't have it on here, Jess. No, it's been
What happened to it?
The topic song has been gone for a year. What was the last time we played the topic song? Yeah, you're doing segments from a year ago.
Ah, dang it. Oh, my God.
All right.
Why? Well, what are you doing? Refresh,
I don't know. What's
buddy.
the story?
Refresh.
How many times we got to refresh?
Refresh, Ronaldo.
All right. Right. I think there we go. There we go. Oh, shocker.
All right. According to MMA Fighting, Paulo Costa has been suspended for 6 months by USADA for prohibited IV use. Boom, boom, boom. Paulo Costa has been suspended by USADA but is eligible to return to the UFC immediately. The UFC middleweight contender was handed a 6-month ban by USADA, the UFC's anti-doping partner, for the prohibited usage of an intravenous infusion, or an IV, twice in 2017. The agency announced this on Friday. Costa's suspension is retroactive to August 10, 2018, the date he acknowledged receiving the IV. The Brazilian fighter is already able to return to the octagon. Also included on the suspension is Carlos Costa, who USADA said administered Paulo Costa the IV. Carlos Costa is Paulo's older brother. He is listed by USADA as athlete support personnel. Both Costas got reduced suspensions from USADA due to substantial assistance they provided to the agency per the release. Substantial assistance is the clause in the UFC anti-doping policy that allows for USADA to give reduced suspensions based on information provided by an athlete regarding another case or potential case. The Costas were facing 2-year suspensions. USADA determined, using video and other evidence, that Paulo Costa received an IV of permitted substances, including saline solution and stomach medication, which Paulo Costa has identified previous as Placil. After weigh-ins at UFC 212 in Rio de Janeiro without a therapeutic use exemption, per the release. Paulo Costa did the same thing after weigh-ins at UFC 217 in New York. The amount, more than 100 milliliters in a 12-hour period, was more than the allowable IV threshold set forth by the World Anti-Doping Agency Code. Paulo Costa's IV use at UFC 212 also falls under the jurisdiction of Brazilian MMA Athletic Commission, which has fined Costa $4,000, which is a third of his purse, that will go to his opponent, Aluwale Bambos. The New York State Athletic Commission previously fined Paulo Costa $9,333 for the violation in relation to UFC 217. Neither commission will sanction Carlos Costa, and Paulo Costa will now have his victories overturned.
Jessica J!
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air, fapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Choke my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman, Ariane Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Jessica is on fire.
Do you know who also uses the Die of Doom? Well, I'll tell ya. In Avengers Endgame, Thanos rolls the Die of Doom, and it falls off the flat Earth. It lands on Wonder Woman and kills her. Bumblebee also dies in Endgame as well. Points JBH.
Yeah!
Spoilers.
A lot of spoilers tonight. Holy shit, JBH. I can't handle all these spoilers. What am I going to do? 33 on the board. Get your thumbs ready. Wow, you are slacking on your thumb dance. You just want to
great.
Wow. Well, Jessica G is in the lead with highest donator, and she is killing it tonight. 33 on the board. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, I need some help. I need some help, and maybe this is something that might be able to help me out here for a second here.
It's time to rant. It's time to rant. Chris is gonna rant and piss people off. It's time to rant, it's time to rant. Get ready for a rant and get pissed off. If you dare, go away. I don't want you here anyway. Chris is gonna rant, Chris is gonna rant. Fuck, 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 shit, fuck, fuck.
What the fuck is going on here? What is going on in here with all these fucking muscles? USADA, what is going on? I am confused right now. The system sucks. No more. No more. Let them all do steroids. I'm sick of it. I am so fucking sick of this shit. You mean to tell me this guy's not on steroids? Well, he is. He is. Yes, this is fucking bullshit. Enough is enough. Either you let them all do steroids or you get rid of USADA. I don't care anymore. Start a new system. What I don't understand is this. TJ Dillashaw is doing 2 years for his sentence.
Yes.
Right? He's like, yeah, fuck it. But Paulo Costa uses the John Jones route and gets the shortened sentence. What the fuck is going on? I am so confused. Can someone help us out here and figure out why do we have to talk about steroids every fucking fuck the donation? Fuck you!
Yes!
Fuck you!
Yes!
Boobies!
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Twisted mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman, Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Jessica's at it again.
In Avengers Endgame, Real is about to crack the Marty Ebo case. I'm sorry Real, you have become my beside, but Real does in fact die in Avengers Endgame. Marty Usman kills him when he injects Nigerian pity into him. Points JBH.
That's so great.
Spoilers.
Oh, man.
Wow, it's spoiler night.
Real dies in the Avengers Endgame by Marty Usman.
I gotta say this. It is spoiler night here on the MMA holes. So if you jumped in, I apologize. But here we go.
I was bumping it up for you because you said it was lame. I was trying.
What the fuck?
I was trying not to be lame. Yeah, you told me I was being lame, so I spruced it up.
What is that called? The Harlem Shake or something? What were you doing?
I had to spruce it up for you because
Oh my God.
I wanted
she took
to put
it to the
some
next level.
shoulder into it. You know?
You did. You sure did.
Oh, thanks, drunk.
Whew.
It's like
Well, that was I tell you what, that was a good one. That was a good one. 43-4. This is unacceptable. I need the men to stand up. Do not let the ladies take control of this show, for God's sakes. This is the MMA holes, and I need some help. If you got some donations in you, points to Mystic, and let's run this game tonight. Do not let the women take over. How dare you? But thank you for the wonderful, wonderful donations. All right, what do you think in the chat about Paulo Costa? I mean, everyone's saying he was on steroids anyway, right? So they're like, it's not a surprise. But it's getting silly, man. This whole I'm so sick of talking about steroids. I just want to talk about fights. Everyone's on steroids. Everyone's on steroids. Let's see what the chat says.
No end credit scene in Endgame, says Gary. She could hitchhike like that, says Infinite. Mark Wallace says that was sexier. Thanks. DB says laughing my ass off. Jessica G. Sean Rosas with the peace sign, says Boss Kogar. Gonzalo says what the fuck. Jimmy Morgan, I liked it. LOL. 2 says it's purely sexual. Jessica G. Almost reportable. Ricardo Aguilar says I'm not surprised. Boss Kogar, Paulo Pride Costa, the Drunk Savage says I just want to see him fight Yoel. TB Cooper's Moneybag says he's most definitely on steroids and that IV proves it.
Yeah, and was this does this go back to
He was taking stomach medication with the IV.
that IV video that they were showing?
But that was stomach medication.
Was this the same thing though?
I think so, yeah.
Wow, that was a little while ago. I don't fucking know. I mean, honestly, I know people, some people have those genetics where they're naturally like just shredded, But Paulo Costa, this guy, he looks like he's at a He-Man. It looks like he's a He-Man character, this dude. Like, it doesn't even seem right. So, I don't know. How is he not on steroids? Well, I guess he is on steroids.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
This fucking show is giving me a lot of Schadenfreude tonight. It really is.
Do you
What a
even
show.
know what you're saying?
It's giving me an incredible amount of Schadenfreude. All right, let's move on to the next story over here.
All right.
What else do we have in the news? Sexy time.
According to MMA Junkie, Damian Maia versus Anthony Rocco Martin has been planned for UFC on ESPN 3.
Does this not look like a porno picture, like a gay porn picture?
He's yeah.
Right? Does this look like his pants should be down, cock fully erected? Damian Maia.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like something out of, I don't know. I'm getting porn from this. Why am I getting turned on? Oh yeah. Oh yes. Damien Maia. The hands are up. The cock is out. And that creepy smile.
Cue me.
All right.
What the fuck just happened there? I don't know.
A vulnerable veteran makes his return to the octagon at UFC on ESPN3, where he'll take on a game-up and comer. Damien Maia will meet Anthony Rocco Martin in a welterweight matchup on June 29th event in Minneapolis. MMA Junkie confirmed an initial report by the Brazilian website Combat. Maia, who's 26-9 in MMA and 20-9 in the UFC, who has challenged for both the middleweight and welterweight championships during a UFC run which dates back to 2007, is coming off of a first-round submission of Lyman Good at UFC Fortaleza on February 1st. That got Maia back into the win column after a 3-fight losing streak. Martin, who's 16-4 MMA and 8-4 in the UFC, for his part gets his biggest career fight on the strength of a 4-fight win streak. The scrappy Bostonian decision Sergio Moraes in his last octagon encounter at UFC Wichita. UFC Minneapolis will headline by a rematch between Tyron Woodley and Robbie Lawler. Woodley knocked out Lawler in the opening round of their UFC 201 fight to claim the welterweight crown.
Interesting stuff. All right, so Damien Maia not going anywhere, right? He's not going anywhere. You think just when you think he's done, he's back. Right back into the mix. So I'm just going to put this in his hand. Now, I got a question. How many people are watching this? How are you watching this video? That's what I would like to know. How are you consuming the MMA holes tonight? Are you listening on your phone, watching on your phone? Or are you watching on your TV? I see someone in the chat said something about their roommates are with them. I want to know how you're watching this. And the reason why I want to know how you're watching, and let us know in the chat, okay? Let us know in the chat, how are you watching this stream? Are your parents in the other room? Do you have to keep it low? Let me know right now.
Just for the record, Damien Maia is doing my fist pump dance right now.
Yeah. All right, I want to see. All right, so Jeremiah is watching on the laptop.
I got it.
All right, thank you. Sorry.
Joke Savage says on a potato. Flip phone says Ricardo. Copying says Jessica G. Haha says Jimmy Morgan. Laptop Jeremiah. Jackson STV. I'm watching this on my projector screen. I'm watching on my cockhead. TV. Haha. I'm looking into a crystal ball. Showing those fists he never uses. iPhone. Maia fought in UFC Chile last year. Remember that. Fist pump on my flip phone. Nokia. I'm watching this through the neighbor's window. Okay, so there you go. It looks like everyone is watching along. So now it seems like they have speakers on. Now let's embarrass them a little, Jesse. Why?
Right? Let's embarrass them a little bit. There he is, Damien Maia, right? And we said this picture looks like something from a gay porno. He has his flag over here. So
penetrate my asshole. Oh, yes.
PTS JBH. Most what steroid Costa caught with.
Woo! Real just gave me 2 points.
Justice.
Yo, real. Respect, Ronaldo.
Son of a bitch. Real, you're a traitor. You're a goddamn traitor. Now, I hope Usman finds you and rapes you with his BBC. All right, here we go, Jesse. Go for it. That's it? That's all he gets?
Yeah, I do.
Right.
I do one verse.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's take this off. By the way, Damien Maia is not gay, and we do not look down on homosexuality. You can do whatever you like in your private life. We just want to embarrass people listening on their speakers. So hopefully we get demonetized for that. You think that will get us demonetized, Jesse?
Sure.
All right, cool. There he is. All right, so Damien Maia, he's not going anywhere. He is not going anywhere. Moss answered the question, what steroid did Costa get caught with? I don't know. I'm not the steroid king. All I know is he's suspended by USADA.
I feel like you guys are my best friends.
Jesse, actually, you read the story. What steroid did he get popped for?
He didn't.
What is it? It was a supplement. It was like
for IV use.
Yeah.
He got because you're not supposed to use IVs without disclosing whatever you're using to USADA. He had stomach medication and saline solution, but because it was through IV and it wasn't disclosed, he got in trouble for it, and his brother got in trouble for it as the distributor.
Ow. So it was just the IV use. Oh, okay. There you go. All right. Answer, he didn't know. Jesus, real screaming and keep it real. What are you yelling at? Why are you all in caps? Real. You live in Florida. You should be calm. Talk like you talk on the phone. No, calm down, buddy. You're going full blown Kevin from Chicago over there. Chill out. Everyone else is not all capsing.
KFC.
Everyone else is not full blown capsing. What are you full blown capsing for? Look, everyone else is civilized in this chat. What are you doing? Keep it calm. Keep your pants on. Stop being a dick. Next story.
Okay.
No shame in Jesse's game. By the way, she's like, okay, next story.
No. I did it when you were changing scenes.
Oh, no. Well, you didn't move your mouth away from the mic. All right, is this it?
Oh, yes. According to MMA Junkie, Sean O'Malley returns after 16 months versus Marlon Vera at UFC 239 in Las Vegas.
I don't like Sean O'Malley. I am annoyed by Sean O'Malley. I think he's overrated. Sean O'Malley's overrated. I hope he gets his ass kicked in this fight. I don't care if you like him. I don't. He annoys me.
What did you just change on here?
I didn't change anything.
Yeah, you reached over here. Was it this?
I didn't. Wait, what the fuck? Why is this so low?
No.
That's not supposed to be so low. All right, there we go. I don't know why that was low, but it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah, you changed it. You don't remember? You just now reached over and turned the knob.
Did I?
When you were singing?
No, that was weird. I probably blew out your bass. Anyway. All right, so let's go to Sean O'Malley.
Okay. You okay, Moss?
No, I don't like this guy. Here's the thing. It's a fan channel. I could say fan things, right? I'm not going to be sucking anyone off. And honestly, I think Sean O'Malley's the most overrated. This fucking kid, ever since he was on the floor and Joe Rogan interviewed him over there on the floor, it's like, oh my God, what an amazing win. I'm like, well, that wasn't even amazing. Wasn't even amazing. All right, what do we got with this guy?
All right. A bantamweight bout between Sean O'Malley and Marlon Vera is the latest addition to July's UFC 239 lineup. MMA Junkie verified the matchup between O'Malley and Vera with a person close to the situation following an initial report from ESPN.com.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right. Moss is CNN.
Being popped by USADA does not mean you got caught using steroids. That is the most fake news crap I have ever heard. How dare you slander a man that has not yet failed a steroid test and saying he was caught using steroids? BTW 100% proof Usman Epo.
Well, you know it's fake news? Usman on EPO. Take that to the bank, motherfucker.
Boom.
Thank you for the donation.
Roasted.
All right, here we go.
All right.
And by the way, let me see these death threats.
The person requested anonymity because the UFC has yet to officially announce the bout. UFC 239 takes place July 6th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas with a main card on pay-per-view following prelims on ESPN and UFC Fight Pass. O'Malley is considered one of the top 135-pound prospects in the world, but hasn't seen action for 16 months since a victory at UFC 222 in March 2018. He had to withdraw from a scheduled UFC 229 fight in October due to a USADA violation for Austrian. Sugar Sean O'Malley ultimately was given a 6-month suspension after the presence of the substance in multiple tests was traced back to contaminated supplements. O'Malley is now free to resume his career. Welcoming the undefeated fighter back to the octagon will be Vera, who is currently riding a 3-fight win streak that includes all stoppage wins. Chito has consistently proven to be among the most exciting fighters in the weight class, and his resume makes him the biggest challenge to O'Malley yet.
All right, so there's a challenge for O'Malley. I'm looking at the death threats over here that real dropped in the Discord. So let me try to figure out what this is. It just says death threats 6, 4, 3. So is this him documenting the death threats? Now let me actually steal for you. She got a bunch of ninjas support. She lives with her ninja. Any plans for tonight? Bowling. What is this?
But those aren't threats, buddy.
He's going to get shot tomorrow. Laugh my ass off. You're a 33-year-old ninja having two. This is kind of weird. I don't know. I kind of don't even know what these are, these screenshots.
Oh, there you go.
No, it's Greg Oden Blaze.
I'm gonna fucking. Oh.
That's Greg Oden Blaze. Greg Oden Blaze actually put a real death
His dad sent him a message saying, "I'm gonna fucking murder you, you little shit."
Greg is the only one in the Discord that actually has a real death threat. All right. More fake news.
From his father.
Oh, my God. I think the CNN is coming. I think Real is a closet CNN fan. He fake news is the shit out of what's going on. I mean, what's going on?
Well, speaking of death threats, Greg Hardy says being in the co-main event again is like being in the Super Bowl back-to-back.
What?
Yeah. According to BJPenn.com, Greg Hardy will be in a familiar territory on Saturday night. The former Pro Bowler will enter the octagon for the second time in his career and will be the co-main event once again. Although some disagree with Hardy getting the spot, the 30-year-old is quite happy with co-headliner status. This is what he had to tell MMA Junkie at Media Day. He said, quote, "It's like being in the Super Bowl back-to-back. It's like being in a playoff game over and over again."
Super chat.
All right, let's see what we got here. Zach.
O'Malley gives potheads a bad name. Overrated.
Yeah, you're smart, Zach. You're smart. You should have said points to Mystic, but very, very smart over there. Look at that donation. It's a genius right there. O'Malley is overrated. Guy sucks. He's can. All over it. He has can written all over him. Back to Greg Hardy.
It gives me confidence. I've got the opportunity to come out, show what I've got. The powers that be believe in me. It's a great feeling. The hope for Hardy is the fight turns out much better than his last. In January, he took on Alan Crowder. In the third round, the former NFL star landed an illegal knee.
Super chat.
All right, we got a super chat.
Egon gets shot tomorrow isn't a death threat.
It is, but is
who's
he talking
gonna get
about,
shot?
But is he talking about you or someone else?
Yeah, it says he's gonna get shot tomorrow. Laugh my ass off. Who? Who's gonna get shot? It's happening at 2:27 p.m. You want to see death threats? I got emails.
We can send you death threats.
And you'll be like, oh, okay. All right. Now I know what a death threat is. I got emails from fucking the Toothless. They get very upset, the Toothless, and they come after us. But, yeah, he'll be fine. I don't know if you're he, but stop it. All right. So back to Greg Hardy.
All right. The hope is that the fight turns out much better than his last. In January, he took on Alan Crowder. In the third round, the former NFL star landed an illegal knee, which resulted in a disqualification and the first loss on Hardy's record. Ultimately, Hardy says he has moved past that with the help of his American top team coaches and teammates. In the end, Hardy is more than ready for his second UFC fight. The Prince of War knows he will get his first UFC win on Saturday, as he believes he has too many tools compared to Smolyakov.
All right, so Vlad's calling him out in the Discord. Yeah, fake news. More fake news. So Greg Hardy, co-main event this weekend. Oh, let me get rid of this. It's like the Palo Costa hour. Let's go to the fights happening. I like this card. Take a look at this card.
Book?
It's free. No. That's you know who that's for. That's for Harry Johnson.
But it started on here.
It did. I don't know if we're ready for the Reading Rainbow tonight.
I'm ready for it. It's FOOK Off Friday.
Well,
this is dead. Give me Reading Rainbow.
Hold on. Can we talk about the fights this weekend? Let's try this. Let's try to talk about MMA. All right. So the fights tomorrow, right? The main event. Some people complaining. I don't think it's bad. I really don't. Jacare, I'd rather see him, the rematch with Yoel, but we haven't seen this fight happen. Hermansson, very, very dangerous. You never know. Good fight. Greg Hardy versus Dimitri. These two train together, these heavyweights. Dimitri has a fantastic singing voice, according to the Schmo. And should be good. Should be good stuff. Let's see if Dimitri can wrestle Hardy, because I'm still not sure about Hardy's takedown defense and his wrestling game. We have Oliveira versus Mike Perry. Could be fight of the night shit right here. Mike Perry walked out on the stage, Jess. He was holding up a mask. I had to do a little research. I had no idea what the fuck he was holding up. Do you know what he was holding up?
No.
He was holding up a mask. It was a Game of Thrones reference. Let me put it to you that way. Now do you know?
Nope.
He's holding up the was it the White King, or what was this, the one of the White Walkers, the leader of the White Walkers. Help me out with his name in the chat for those nerdy Game of Thrones friends. He's holding it up there, saying that he's basically Jon Snow and he's going to decapitate Cowboy, who is the king of the White Walkers, whatever, the Night King. Thank you, Drunk. It's going to be a good fight. We got Real with the donation.
I'm sure you guys get death threats all the time. I'm just new to being famous #Jaclips. But it's not fake. Got 7 different random numbers saying he going to get shot, you 33-year-old nigger, almost my age. I ain't worried, but somehow Ali got my hash.
Well, thank God you live in a right to carry state, real. You should be just fine, right? Thank you for the donation. The next fight over here, Glover Teixeira versus Cutelaba. That's a good fight. And I'm rooting for Glover, of course, because I'm biased. He was nice enough to come on. But I got to say, for the Hulk, might be a good one to throw the cash on. And speaking of cash, Jesse, we got to say a word from our sponsor. Or tacos. Where can we place a taco wager, Jesse?
Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't drop tacos on MMA and UFC. BetDSI offers online tacoing and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description with promo code MMAHole and get up to 100% bonus match as well as 25 tacos as a welcome bonus today. BetDSI also offers taco options for everything, including NFL, NCAA football, NBA, NHL, UFC, and all the major sports, politics, reality TV, esports, virtually everything. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDSI if you want to add some excitement to the fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDSI and get the link in the description below using promo code MMAHole and get this limited time 100% bonus offer as well as 25 tacos welcome bonus to make some extra tacos on the sports you know and love. It's only a game until you taco it at BetDSI.
Yeah!
Wonderful.
Link in the description, promo code MMAHole, and I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with the Hulk as the underdog. That'll be my underdog pick. Anything sticking out to you, JBH?
I haven't you know what? I actually have not looked at it for an underdog pick, to be quite honest.
Dimitri is a plus 266, and I'm curious, these two have fought together before. Maybe something to look at here. If Dimitri takes him down, could be very difficult for Hardy. You know, might be something to look out for at a plus 266. The co-main event. A couple of interesting fights. Let's see where Mike Perry sits on this card. I'm fascinated. I could spend all day looking at these numbers. Who do I want to throw tacos on, Jesse? Let's see. Lineker versus Sandigan, plus 110. Nah. Ben Saunders is a plus 175. This kid over here, Takashi Sato, I was watching this guy at the weigh-ins. Someone to look out for. Where is this Takashi? Is he on the prelims? Yeah, let's check him out. Did you see this? Did you see any of the weigh-ins or no?
No.
Takashi Sato. This dude looks pretty interesting. 14-2-0. Welterweight division. There he is. He's fighting Ben Saunders. He's making his UFC debut. Someone to keep an eyeball peeled on. This Takashi. But anyway, what was the fight that I was looking for? Mike Perry. Where's he at, Jess? There he is. Mike Perry's a plus 145. So do you think he's going to get the decapitation over Alex Oliveira, Jess?
Maybe.
All right. What do you think in the chat? Who wins that fight? Oliveira or the platinum goat, Mike Perry? Let's see what the chat room says.
Boyner Malicious says, FOOK and Humpback Whale just ripped by me 30 feet away. Henry Soul says, 9K made on BetDSI. I started again now with 300 on Sato.
I like the Sato bet. I do like that.
I started with 500 with promo code MMAHole. Says Henry Solstice. Gonzalez says, JBH, your dance is great. Love it. It's beautiful. Boss Kogar says, oh yeah, I'm a plus 789. Prestige 718 says platinum all day. Michael Enzalone says Oliveira. John Doe says toothless mullet rocker takes it. Mike Perry loses to the other cowboy, says Drunk Savage. Vlad says platinum goat. Real Mike Perry sucks, just white trash and in overhand.
I'm surprised that some people are picking Perry. I'm actually surprised in this one. We should do a poll for that. You know, Mike Perry versus Oliveira. Of course, I'm going to root for Perry. The guy's a train wreck. But I'm leaning towards Oliveira. I mean, if Cowboy, the other Cowboy, was able to do what he did, I got to think Alex Oliveira has got the skills on the feet, on the ground, so he could make it very difficult for a short notice Perry. It's a good fight regardless. All right, let's move on to the next story. I'm just carving our table up.
No, I'm not. I was doing it against the Velcro.
Oh, what is our next story? JBH.
According to BJPen.com, Darren Till deactivates his Twitter and Instagram accounts following his arrest. Darren Till is keeping a low profile following his recent arrest in Spain for allegedly trashing a hotel room and stealing a taxi. The former UFC welterweight title challenger has deactivated both his personal Twitter and Instagram accounts. The 26-year-old didn't serve any time or face any serious legal issues for the incident. However, he did receive a heavy fine, which included 10,000 euros to the Costa hotel for hotel damages and 360 euros for theft of the taxi cab. The gorilla had a massive following on both of his social media accounts with around 100,000 followers on Twitter and close to 650,000 followers on Instagram. Darren Till has had a rough stretch over the last 6 months. In September, the Liverpool native suffered his first professional loss in a lopsided welterweight title fight against Tyron Woodley at UFC 228. Last month, Till will knock out for the first time in his career against Jorge Masvidal at UFC London, with Gamebred finishing him in the second round. Prior to these setbacks, Till had amassed a 17-0-1 record, including wins over former title challengers Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Since signing with the UFC in 2015, the former welterweight contender has amassed a 5-2-1 record with the Las Vegas-based promotion. This isn't the first time Till has had a run-in with the law. In 2012, he was stabbed twice at a party in England and was sent to Brazil by the request of his coach to keep him out of trouble. Then in 2018, Till also appeared to be involved in a brawl outside of a nightclub. Darren Till doesn't currently have his next fight scheduled yet, and there has been no update about him potentially moving up to the middleweight division.
All right, Darren Till. What is going on here? Do you think that he did this on his own will, or did someone advise him to lay low, buddy?
Oh, shit.
What do you think?
I think he might have done it on his own.
You think so? Really?
Yeah, I think you can only take so much advising before you take it into your own hands and make a decision, you know? And I'm sure he had a lot of advising in the past, but I think he made the executive decision to cancel all of his social media accounts, because I would do it if I got into a lot of trouble like that, and I just felt that social media was more toxic to me and causing some of that pressure. Then I would delete it.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Got Jessica G coming in.
I know this is only a $2 donation, but it is $2 for a reason. In the movie Avengers Endgame, right at the end, before Batman is killed, Cap finds $2. He lays them in the shape of an X. I think it means X-Men. Points JBH. Spoilers.
Oh, that's the best.
Whoa!
I think it means X-Men. That's funny.
47 for JBH. You know, it's funny. My parents asked Jesse about that dance at a family function. They kind of asked, "Oh, what's the deal with that dance, Dad, Jesse?" No real answer. But it is quite infectious. I bet everyone at home does it with you. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Here's the deal. We're going to talk a little bit more about Darren Till because I want to get your thoughts on this. But before we do that, I want to start the clock. Now the points game clock has begun. 44 minutes are on that clock. When that thing winds down, the loser of the points game, the person with the least amount of points, has to roll the die of 2. Right now, it sits at 4 to 47. I need help. So, boys,
Hang with the boys.
let's do this. I need some book. All right, here we go. And the highest donator still is Jessica G. So if it stays like that, Jessica G will be spinning the wheel of goodies. All right. So there you go. Jessica G on top of the game. All right. So Darren Till, I disagree with what Jesse says. I think that there was someone in the management team, publicist, someone, maybe relative, was like, all right, Darren, buddy, it's time for you to fucking lock up shop. Let's shut things down for a second. Let's lay low. Let's regroup. Let's pull it together here. Probably getting a lot of hateful things said because of your performances in the last 2 fights. You're stealing taxis, getting chased around by the law. Maybe it's time to settle down a little bit. You know, I don't think Darren Till is the type of guy to just shut down his social media on his own. I think he was advised of this. That's what I'm going to say. And let's see what happens. I hope he gets his ass back in because he's interesting. He's interesting to watch. I would like to see him go up in weight. That would make more sense to me. But if he wants to still fight at welterweight, I'm still down for watching a Darren Till fight. Whether you like the guy, you hate the guy, he's interesting to watch. So what do you think in the chat? What are your opinions on the whole Darren fucking Quincy?
I think you're
Till?
interesting to watch.
I am.
You are. You know why?
Why?
I didn't think this one through.
Oh, what?
I just think you're very interesting to watch.
Yeah?
Yeah, I watch you every day. I watch you while you're sleeping. I watch you while you're awake. I watch you when you piss in the bathroom and when you take a shower.
You're like Santa Claus. Yeah? She does watch me. There are times like I'm trimming my beard. I turn around. I'll tell her in a second. ARIEL HELWANI.
War. I'm Darren Till, ready for war. Ain't scared of no one, you mum, exclamation mark, ... 11 months later knocked out cold, 12 months later, turns off all social media, points JBH for believing the death threats. Being famous is tough. You'll understand.
Actually, that was a proper use of that donation. It sounded like Darren Till. Here we go.
Wait, no, I want to hear the story first.
No, you got to dance. It's part of the deal. You wanted the song. So here we go. JBH is dancing for the boys. Thank you.
God.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'll be trimming on my beard. And speaking of beard, link in the description. 15% off promo code for the really manly men out there, the people that actually can grow a beard, or if you can't really grow a beard and you want to look better, real bearded men. Link in the description. Shout out to our new sponsors. Promo code MMA Whole. Get the discounts. They are wonderful.
Wonderful.
So here I am using my real bearded men. You know. And this is what I do. Let me tell you what I do. I get this little wax over here, right? It smells pretty good too. The ladies love it. Jesse's soaked right now. I get a little bit. I put it in my hand, right? I put it on the tip of my finger. I'm gonna teach the people. Like, people don't know how to handle the beard. There's a reason why I got the best beard in the game. There's a reason why Luke Thomas's beard looks like he fucking stuck his hand in an electrical socket. This shit's like, bang! You ever see that, Luke Thomas?
Yes.
Hey guys, how you doing? His beard's like, oh, it's like, it's all over the place. Yeah. And you take a little bit of this beard oil, you fucking dab it onto your tip over there.
Onto your tip.
The tip of your cock. Go like that. Pa-pow, you moisten your beard up. Hit it with the brush. Good to go. As I'm doing this, I'm like, I feel, you know when you feel someone staring at you, right? And you're like, is it a ghost? Is it a demon? What is it? I'll look into the corner of my eye, and it's JBH at this.
I do not do that.
And I'm looking, I'm like, you good?
I don't do that.
And she's like,
if I'm walking
you're
by,
so handsome.
If I'm walking by the door from the room to the living room or vice versa, if I just happen to be walking by and you're in there doing something, sometimes I just stop, I give you a little, and then I just tell you how cute you are.
And that's
not creepy.
A little creepy. By the way, they have, this is the hemp one, by the way. So there is some CBD inside this wax. So not all their products are CBD stuff, but they are dabbling in the CBD as well. So if you want that, I see a little marijuana leaf. You don't have to get the CBD stuff. But if you do, check that out. It's actually pretty, it smells good.
Exactly, boss. That's
Just
exactly what I'm like.
Just use tree oil. That probably smells like asshole. Were you with tree oil? Oh my God, DB, what do you do? Your poor wife. She got to smell a goddamn tree oil in your face. Don't do that. Treat your beard better. Tree oil.
Maybe it smells good.
No, it can't. I smell it through the
Probably
screen.
smells like wood.
Hold on. No, it don't smell good. No, I don't like it. All right, let's see what else we got in the news. And there he is, the Platinum Goat. What's this story about, JBH?
According to BJPenn.com, Mike Perry details the hardest weight cut to date after UFC Fort Lauderdale weigh-ins.
Oh.
Platinum Mike Perry made weight for his UFC Fort Lauderdale showdown with Alex Cowboy Oliveira, but from the sounds of it, it wasn't an easy feat.
In fact, he's calling his weight cut for his fight the most difficult yet. Perry shed some light on this tough cut and an overall sensation of weight cutting in a Friday morning Instagram post. If you click the link, you can see the Instagram post.
Should I do it?
I would. It's pretty interesting. The caption to this post read this: hardest weight cut to date. Sheesh. It's so crazy the emotional roller coaster you get on, and then you get to drink liquid again. In seconds, I am 10 pounds bigger. Water flowing through me, cooling me down. Made it by a sliver, too. You don't even know. Grateful for the help from my team right here. Couldn't have done it without @PlatinumPrincess official, #period, #priceless, #perfection. My boys was tough in there, too, but they know what she goes through with me every step of the way.
They're saying echo. Let's see. See if there's an echo. Could be. It's very possible. How is it an echo? Let's see. Donation.
Can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Note Shin Cody.
Thinking about leaving Team Alpha Male, but I'm so ego-driven I could never admit TJ was right to leave and expand horizons. Does everyone in the chat know I met my wife when she was working 95% nude hide to seduce rich guys at a club? #married a hooker.
Thank you, Cody Noche.
There's no echo.
There's no echo. I don't know. Maybe refresh the stream, fellas. We'll see. Play it on themeals.com here. Let's see. Just a site. I don't know. Maybe refresh the stream, fellas. We'll see. Play it on themeals.com. Yeah, we're good here. So yeah, if you ever having problems like that, instead of going like, "There's an echo, help me, I'm dying," just refresh the stream. Please. Never interrupt the show. Unless you know for show. All right. So back to the platinum story over here. What was the deal with that?
Yeah, he's just talking about the weight cut.
So yeah, he was bitching and complaining a lot about this. He's not very big to go up in weight, right? For him to go up to 185, that could be a little problem. A lot of people are saying 165 or 155 if you can get there, but he has trouble hitting 170. He's at a weird weight, right? I don't know. He's not that. How tall is Mike Perry?
That's a good question.
How tall is the platinum one? You know, he doesn't seem. I mean, it's not like you got to be tall to be good in a division. You know,
5'10".
He's 5'10". All right. So at 175, 10, I mean, there are guys that are a lot bigger than him over there at 170. So now if he goes up to 185, he'd be severely undersized. Yeah. And it's not like he has the wrestling to fall back on. So he's got to fall back on the hands. He's kind of fucked.
Spooked.
Maybe he's just got, he seems like he's in good shape. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's got to carry less muscle or something. Or maybe he's got to get rid of horse face. Maybe she's keeping.
Oh, stop it. He gave her a lot of credit in that post.
I'm a fucking height. This is Gonzalo. You're a fucking height. You're a fucking height. I'm not sure what that means, but it's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, what else do we have in the news with 35 minutes left in the points game? I need a prayer. I need someone to come in hard and help me out over here. 4-49 is where we stand in this game. Minchia Mariconio. All right, what else we got?
Minchia Mariconio. How did I do?
You did wonderful.
My Italian's getting so much better.
It's fantasticals. All right, here we go. It wouldn't be a night on the MMA if you didn't have little Connor.
All right. According to MMAnews.com, Conor McGregor gloats following his report of a U.S. Irish whiskey sales record.
Yeah, this dude is, what is he? They're saying he's going to be the first UFC fighter that's a billionaire.
Yeah.
And you know, there are so many people that hate him. They're like, oh my God, McTapper. Oh my God. I hate Conor. I hate him. I hate him so much. And now he's going to be a fucking billionaire. That's got to piss people off.
Yeah. Conor McGregor has already made a significant impact on the whiskey industry. McGregor launched Proper Number 12 last year. The Notorious One made it clear that he was going after Jameson for the top spot in the Irish whiskey game. While getting there would be quite the journey, Proper 12 has already enjoyed a great deal of success. McGregor boasts following the report. A report from the Irish Times reveals that Irish whiskey has cracked $1 billion in sales in the United States. The report notes that Jameson's numbers have begun to slide, and Proper 12 is being pegged as one reason. Quote, sales of Irish whiskey in the U.S. rose 12% last year, passing the $1 billion milestone for the first time. However, Jameson, which has led the Irish whiskey renaissance, is seeing a slowdown in growth in the U.S., with analysts attributing it in part to the launch of Conor McGregor's Proper No. 12 brand last year. McGregor took to his Twitter account to gloat over the news. This is what he had to say. Was there ever any doubt I'd turn whiskey to a Billy? I turned human cockfighting to 4.2. I'm going to toast on this fine Thursday this amazing news. Slain something to the only true Irish whiskey we have left, Proper Whiskey. Irish owned forever. Thank you all. It has been my pleasure.
All right, so there we go. He's got to get his ass in the cage.
I think in honor of this, we should have an Irish Proper 12.
You want a drink?
No, just like one toast in honor of Conor McGregor hitting sales records of Irish whiskey.
Listen, this community, majority of the people do not like Conor. They're not fans of Conor. So by you
I'm
saluting,
not the biggest fan of Conor, but I think that's pretty cool. I mean, Jameson was always at top, and for someone to come in with a brand that just completely knocks it out of the park, I mean, whether you like the guy or hate the guy, that's impressive. It's
funny, man. Like, put aside the whole Conor McGregor thing, and I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, Jameson's so much better." I love Scotch, right? And I'm very finicky with Scotch. When it comes to whiskey, I'm not very finicky. But I don't like Jameson. I honestly don't. That's why I went to Scotch. That's the story. I was drinking Jameson, and I was drinking it a lot. But I was just like, it's good, but it's not great. And I moved over to Johnny Walker Double Black, which was bomb. Yeah. And then I tried the Proper 12, and I was like, you know what? I think it's better. I think it's better than Jameson. Now, is it the best? No. Listen, a $25 bottle of fucking
it's not horrible
whiskey. Like, if you think about it, for $25, it tastes pretty damn good. Yeah. That's how you look at it. Now, if you're comparing it to $100 bottles of whiskey, then you're a fucking retard. If you're comparing it to Jameson, which I think is more expensive, right? Isn't Jameson like $30-$35?
I'm not sure.
I still think it tastes better than Jameson. Like, it's just my taste buds. But it is true. What this guy has done as a businessman is very impressive. Now, if you want to criticize him inside the cage or whatever, go right ahead. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But as a businessman, you got to say the guy is getting shit done. So shout out to this motherfucker making money, just raping broads and, throwing tan trucks through. He's doing it all and getting away with it. He's a true pioneer.
Yeah.
What a pioneer of the sport and life, right?
Right.
Everyone should. Look, he doesn't even have to get married, right? He bangs out 2 kids. His girl loves him. He's not married. Doesn't have to worry about that. What a gentleman.
Wonderful.
Conor McGregor. All right, let's see what the chat says about Conor. I'm sure they're going to be all on the Conor boat, right?
I'm actually a knee grew, says Pro Tool. 2 joints says, where's his stars? DB Cooper says, LOL, 2 joints. Ray Lott, Proper 12 is pretty good. NGL. Jimmy Morgan says, and that's strategy by Conor. Gonzalo, in Chile, we don't sail the McGregor whiskey. John says, Conor's a real one. LOL. 2 joints says Jessica G. Tom says, he's just a face for advertisement. He's not a businessman. Russian vodka only, says Henry Solstice.
He's not a businessman? Who said that?
Tom 31 MTW.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Have you seen what this guy has done? And he's surrounded himself with the right people. To say Conor's not a businessman, look at how he finagled his way up the ladder. That was a business strategy on the way up. Yeah. Man, it's crazy, man. You know what's going to happen when the guy completely falls off the face of the earth, right? And then you look back and you're like, you know what? No, this guy did a lot. He fucking did a lot with his little time inside the UFC. I mean, to say he's not a businessman seems a little off. Maybe I'm just crazy.
Well, speaking of crazy.
You can't stop the Siberian Express.
CHOO,
motherfuckers.
Bernie Asslicker.
The only people who hate Conor for being rich are retarded left-wingers that vote blind thinking they will get free shit. BTW terrorists voting from jail. Bernie is a nutjob. I don't like Conor because he erected the era of rankings mean nada.
It's fair enough. I mean, if you don't like Conor because of that, and thank you for the donation, I get it.
Yeah.
Conor, he literally changed the world of the UFC. It's about the big money, the big pay-per-views. But now think of this. It's not about that anymore. It's not about the big pay-per-views anymore. It's not about the big money fights anymore. The UFC has that contract with ESPN. It's a whole different animal. What Conor's done already, it ruined the rankings, but now we're in a different era. We're in the post-Conor era right now. This is not Conor's doing. When you talk about rankings before, yes, that got all jumbled up. Everyone wanted to be double champ and blah, blah, blah. The ESPN era is a whole different monster. A whole different monster. So, I mean, you could be upset with him for that, and that's fair. But now it's a different animal. Now there's a lot of other moving parts that we have to deal with. The UFC is not what it used to be. But I have to say this. I don't hate it. I don't. I love the product. Tomorrow night, we have a fight night, and I am fucking pumped. I am not complaining. This is free, friends. Well, it's on ESPN Plus, so I guess it's not totally free. But if you have ESPN Plus, which is $4.99 a month, or you can get it very easily. It's not like you can't get your hands on this with the internet. I don't hate the product. And the fact that we complain so much about this doesn't make sense to me. Do you hate the UFC, Jesse? What it's
Absolutely
become?
Not. No, I don't. Listen, I think I'm on the same boat in some aspects. I think that there are a lot of things that have changed dramatically in the UFC. And I wasn't even a fan from the moment the UFC started. I was a fan that jumped in later on.
Oh, Conor dragged you in the beginning.
Yeah, and the thing is just based on what I see now, I was fortunate enough to have jumped in early on in the UFC. It might not have been in the very beginning, but at least it was early on when the UFC was still rising and growing. So I think I have the advantage there, but just based off of what I've seen in the last 2.5 years, there's been a lot of drastic changes in the way the UFC operates, and a lot of them are not what fighters and other organization members agree with. And it's unfortunate because it's a great sport. I love it. And like you, I don't hate the product. I think they always find a way to pull it off. They always find a way to make it entertaining and make you want to come back and watch the next fight. So they're doing their job. Just because we don't agree with it doesn't mean they're not doing their job, So I don't know. I don't hate the product at all. I do think there are things that could be changed.
I did see Drunk Savage said, about the pay with the fighters. And yeah, we want to see fighters make more money. We definitely want to see that. Hopefully with this whole ESPN thing, the price will go up. They'll be worth more, these fighters. You tighten up those rosters, the rankings, and you can pay these guys a little bit better because they really do get gypped. The fighters are getting fucked in this whole situation. And it's not Conor's fault. They were getting fucked before Conor. If anything, Conor gave them a way to make the big bucks. Yeah. Before Conor, no one was making money. No one was making the cash. Before Ronda, no woman was even fighting. So it's kind of crazy if you think about it, right? At least Conor made a way for fighters. There is a formula. Colby Covington has followed into this formula. Before Conor, Chael Sonnen found ways to sell fights, to promote these fights. That is what's going to make these fighters money. It's unfortunate if you don't like that way, to go. If you like the more classy approach, the Gregor Gillespie approach, where you kind of stay low key, be humble. But is that going to make you money? No. So now the question is, what does the UFC do? How do they pay their fighters properly? How does that work?
Yeah.
How does that work? I don't know. I don't know what they can do. Now they make a shitload of money, but how do they reimburse these fighters? The fighters that pay for their camps. And you know how they do it? They get rid of Reebok. That's how they do it. That's the answer.
I don't think so.
That is the answer.
Why would you think if they got rid of Reebok that they could appropriately pay their fighters?
So Joe Smo that's getting into the UFC can fucking slap any tag he wants to make money for himself.
Right.
So he gets a manager and says, "Hey, listen, I need the X amount of fucking patches on my shorts, on my banner, so I can get paid. Because honestly, my purse is nothing. And if I lose, I'm fucked." You get rid of Reebok. That's how it works.
I don't get your logic here, though, how that has anything to do with the sponsors they're putting on themselves to get paid. So you're saying that the UFC is throwing so much money into Reebok that...
No, Reebok is paying the UFC.
Okay.
The Reebok's paying the UFC. It looks great for UFC,
right.
And they're dealing with Reebok, which is fantastic. It looks fantastic for them, right? The upper echelon fighters are getting money. They're getting bank, right? But these other fighters, they're not getting as much money. And they can't say, oh, okay, UFC's paying this much cash. How am I going to make some extra scrap? Now they can show up, do appearances
But
and
wouldn't
bullshit.
you think if they got rid of Reebok, if they got rid of one of their biggest sponsors, that they wouldn't have that money in order to pay the fighters?
Yeah, they would have money to pay the fighters.
How?
They would have sponsors as well. The UFC would have sponsors.
But they
would
do
go
have
back.
sponsors.
They had fucking Burger King.
Yeah, the UFC
You know what I'm
does
saying?
have sponsors.
They make a deal with Nike or Reebok. They make a deal and say, no, you're not going to monopolize the whole fucking thing. This is how this is going to work. And if they don't want to play, there's going to be another big player. They're on ESPN for fuck's sake right now. You get rid of Reebok.
I don't know if that's a smart business.
See,
move.
it worked before.
Aw, super chat.
Holy shit, Thomas Matthew with the 20.
Points to my boy Mose.
Yes! That's right, motherfucker. Thomas Matthew firing away. We have a new highest donator right there. You're wonderful, wonderful. Holy shit, 24. Jesse, look out. The boys are riding.
Highest donator.
Highest donator, Thomas Matthew.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wow. All right. Let's do this. Look at Tom. Look at him coming in.
Thomas Matthew.
All right, so Jesse doesn't think... I'm going to just put Tom Matt. I'm just going to do that. Thank you,
Make sure
Thomas
you put
Matthew.
20. No.
All right. Don't worry. I got it. 20. Thomas Matthew will be spinning that wheel if he wins. All right, so let me see. So you think they should leave Reebok, right?
No, okay, let me rephrase it. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from so that I could... here's the thing. I could see how getting... I don't know, like... The way I look at it is if a business has a sponsor, if a business is getting paid by another company, I mean, that's still money into the UFC's pockets. The UFC's still paying their fighters according to the money that they're bringing in. If the UFC brought in less money, the fighters would be getting paid less money, and vice versa. If they brought in more money, the fighters would be getting paid more money. So I guess the way that I'm trying to see it and what I'm trying to understand from you is Reebok is bringing money into the UFC.
Reebok came along.
So getting rid of a sponsor as big as Reebok just doesn't make much sense.
Redo their deal. Reebok came in and says you can't have any other sponsors. It can only be Reebok. You have to wear a fight gear, this and that. Why couldn't Reebok say, all right, you have to wear a fight gear, but we have parts of the gear where you can slap your own patches on there for your sponsors as well?
Okay.
Why can't they do that?
So if they kept Reebok and the fighters had the ability to have their own sponsors as well, that would make more sense.
Well, here's the thing. What I'm saying is, if there can still be that big name, that big sponsor for the UFC, but why handcuff and not let them put a fucking banner up?
Yeah.
Like, they can't even have a banner up against the cage. That helps a fighter tremendously. We know because these local fighters over here who are making peanuts with their purses, well, at least their sponsors can get seen and they can make money that way. The MMA holes, by fucking rolling these banners over here, that's how we fucking get paid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We can get you guys discounts. We can get deals. We get the eyeballs on them. Everyone wins. The viewer wins. We win. The sponsors win. It's just ridiculous. You see how Bellator does it? There's advertisements all over the place. They still got Dave and Buster's slapped on the middle of that cage. The UFC will still have Monster Energy drink. If Reebok don't want to play that game, then you reach out to Nike, you reach out to Burger King, you reach out to one of these big, huge corporations. Someone will bite.
Yeah. And
they're on ESPN, for God fucking sakes. Crazy eyeballs. You know, I think that's my solution. Let's see what the chat says.
It's not a bad solution. Two Joint says, Jessica G, it's out of spite. Your donos are true. Junk Savage says, banner or get the fuck out. Jamie Colt says, most sportsmen make most money from sponsors. Listen, I agree with the whole sponsor deal. I just feel that like, here's the thing. When it comes to the MMA holes, like if you take our show for example, like he just mentioned, sponsors are how the show has continued running. If we didn't have those sponsors, if we didn't have our patrons and stuff like that, the show would not probably not exist at this moment. You guys wouldn't have a chat room to hang out in. So I get it. I get why the sponsors make the most sense for the UFC, and I'm not okay with just letting the sponsors go. But I feel that getting rid of their biggest sponsor could hurt them tremendously. Now, if they had their biggest sponsor and then, like he said, they put space on there for other sponsors, that would make more sense, and that would bring more money into the fighters, the UFC, and everybody's happy. No sponsors, JBH and Moss would be naked. It's true. We would be naked. We'd have no home. UFC needs to be sponsored by a cumin. MMA host clothing supplied by ... Ha 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 ha. Fighters are dumb. FOOK 'em. Please, Brian Reuter. Please. Jessica G says, I would like to sponsor you, JBH. My company is called Scissor Sisters. All right, Jessica. Hit me up on themmaholes@gmail.com. We'll get you set up. MacB says UFC needs to be sponsored by MMA Holes. 2 joins says classic smell effect. It's truly an old school smoke. Roberto says the you mean cumulative? Is that what you're trying to say? Cumulative sponsor outpaid UFC.
All right, I'm looking on Facebook. Let's see what the people over here on Facebook are doing. That's right, we are simulcasting.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Nothing. Hold on a second. We are simulcasting, and yeah, where is everybody? Why is everyone fucking so scared of Facebook? Why? Facebook, you suck. You suck. Thank God for YouTube, huh? Let's see how Twitch is doing. Let's see. Twitch, we have 2 people watching. Hello, 2 people. All right. All right. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and the MMAholes.com. We're live on there as well. And thank you for joining us.
Super chat.
Daniel Miranda.
Biggest sponsors. I'm sorry, JBH, we love you, but you don't know WTF you're talking about.
Whoa.
Why? Because I said biggest sponsors? How is having an opinion on what the UFC should do with their sponsors not knowing what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Well, those are harsh words. Thank you for the donations, though. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we have 16 minutes left in the points game. Every time you donate, make sure you say points to Mystic or points to JBH. Right now, I am down 49-24. I need some help.
Suck it, motherfucker.
I need some help. But thank you, Thomas Matthew, who is the chip leader for the Wheel of Goodies. And like we said at the top of the show, the speaker is bigger now.
Correction, Daniel Miranda. You said Reebok was their biggest sponsor. I said Reebok was one of their biggest sponsors. One.
Yeah, I say if Reebok doesn't want to play right, you find another sponsor that will. Someone's going to drop some cash over there, let you wear their swag and throw some fucking patches on the shorts. It's just ridiculous. You see what these fighters do, especially if you're sitting up close.
Yeah. We've
been by the cage multiple times watching these fighters compete, and it's just like, damn, man. And you think about how much money they pull in. Sometimes it's like they're breaking even. You know, if they lose the fight and they're on the undercard and they just got their face all busted open, they wind up in the hospital. Can't even enjoy the after party. It's amazing that these people do what they do. All right, what else do we have in the news, JBH?
Okay, according to MMAnews.com, JDS believes that he can KO Francis Ngannou at UFC 239. Junior Dos Santos is looking for a big victory at UFC 239. The former UFC heavyweight champ will collide with Francis Ngannou on July 6th. The two titans will share the octagon.
Hey, I want to ask you guys, what time is it?
Michael Anthony!
Hey, I want to ask you guys, what time is it?
Holy mackerel! Hey!
Hey, I want to ask you guys, what time is it?
Whoa,
wow,
Mikey.
Mike.
Split the points. I want to give a shout out to my mod equal Jessica G. Jessica, you are the best and one of the best things that happened to the MMA whole community.
That's right.
You're a great person, Jessica, and you are appreciated. Don't ever change. And thank you.
Aww.
Wow. Look at the kind words from Michael Anzalone. Holy shit.
Mikey. I
Wow.
can just give him a big hug right now.
Everyone in the chat, give Michael Anzalone a wonderful, wonderful hug.
Wonderful.
All right, shout out to our moderators over there. Michael Anzalone,
That was
the king
really
of
sweet of him.
Timestamp king. All right, 55. So what do you want to do?
So you can have 26. I'll do.
No, we'll do 24 and 24. That's fair enough, right? Right?
Oh wait, what am I talking about? It's not 50. It's 55. So you can have.
We'll do 24, 24.
24. 24 is not 55.
I mean, oh shit. Let's do 50. 55. All right, so we'll do 26, 27, 27. How's that?
But then where does the extra point go?
We leave it. We leave it
Do
up for grabs.
28-27.
No, we'll do 27-27. Thank you, Michael Anzalone. We'll do it fair and square over there. So 27, but 8, 9, 10, 11. So that would be 40, 51, correct?
Good job.
All right. Look at that. Math. Math, motherfuckers. All right, so you have 49, Jesse.
Yes.
All right, hold on a second. Jesse has 49. All right, here we go. 27 plus 49, Jesse. Right. This is how I'm going to do the math, right? If you add 20,
76.
That's 60, right?
66. 76.
If you add 20, that's 60,
76.
right? 69, okay? And then you add, right, 7. That would be added a 1, and then you put 6, and it would be a 76. That's how I do my math, kids. 76 for JBH. All right. Thank you for the points game. By the way, 13 minutes left. I need to win. I want to win. Just because Jesse wants to keep Reebok. I want to win. I want to win for the fighters tonight. So if you got a donation, drop it, Mystic or JBH.
Super chat.
Daniel Miranda. Oh, by the way, Mike's in the lead.
Multiple fighters have said they made twice their purse money with their old sponsors, while Reebok pays $1K or $2K per fight if you're not a star.
Have said they made twice their purse money with their old sponsors, while Reebok pays $1 to $2K per fight if you're not a star.
Yes.
Wow.
That's true. That is actually a true statement.
That's crazy.
All right. So Michael Anzalone. Yeah.
Wow. $1K or $2K per fight.
If you're on the main card or you're the top co-main events, you're getting money. You're getting bank on the whole thing. But yeah, the lesser guys aren't making jack shit. They just get, and
1K
the best is,
or 2. That's like what, oh man. That's like, what some of those AMI fight organizations were giving out. Or the pro fight, the smaller regional organizations were giving out. That's crazy. Yeah, listen, I'm not against changing up the sponsorship deal. I'm just saying if they kept Reebok to get that extra money, but then they made some sort of deal like you had mentioned to give them space to have other sponsors, that completely changes the game.
All right. Thank you for the donations tonight. Glover Teixeira, friend of the MMA Holes. No, that's not him. That's JDS.
Wonderful.
Does he look like Glover or is it me? Are they the same person?
Bit.
Hold on, let's see. Glover's mercy. Hold on, where is he?
You're in the prelims.
There he is. Glover's merging into Dos Santos. That's him. It's the same person, Jesse.
Yeah.
They are, all the Brazilians look alike. Right, Jess? No? That's the same guy, just with a beard. All right, Dos Santos. All right, let's see about him.
Yeah.
He can KO Francis Ngannou. Harsh words for the big Ngannou.
The former UFC heavyweight champ will collide with Francis Ngannou on July 6th. The two titans will share the octagon inside the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, in a pay-per-view event that'll cap off International Fight Week. A win for Dos Santos would push him to 4 in a row, while Ngannou is in search of his third straight victory. JDS expresses confidence in his power. In an interview with Helen Yee, Dos Santos said he can put away Ngannou in the second stanza. UFC 239 will be headlined by a light heavyweight title clash between champ John Jones and Thiago Santos. Women's bantamweight champ Amanda Nunes will defend her 135-pound gold against Holly Holm in the co-main event. Ben Askren versus Jorge Masvidal is also set for the UFC 239 card.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
We got Jessica G with the deuce.
JBH, he's right. Stitches was fired specifically for that reason because he felt the fighters are getting screwed by the Reebok deal. This was not in the Avengers Endgame movie, but what was, is the death of the Joker. Sorry. It's JBH.
Spoilers.
More spoilers by Jessica G.
All right, ready for me to put some extra groove into it, Jessica? This is just for you. Here we go.
I need help! Help! Oh!
It wasn't worth it.
Blocked by John Gotti.
Goats alone, that's not how you pick up a woman. You need to slap her in the ass, give backhanded compliment, then let her know you are a boss. Keep that in mind for next time. I'm John Gotti. JR Eclipse doesn't even follow me. I'm jealous of one Southern-born one.
Thank you, John Gotti. Appreciate it.
It's beautiful.
We're looking forward to your fight coming up. All right, so JD, has Ngannou ever been knocked out? I think no. I think the answer is no.
No!
So let me know in the chat, who do you think wins that fight? Jess, what do you think?
Ngannou, of course.
You love Francis.
What kind of question is that?
You love the Francois.
That's my boy over there. Francois.
All right, let's see what the chat says. Who wins, Ngannou or JDS?
Two Joint says, is there a translator for the new Dono voice, Moz? Tom says, but you're long dead. Chrome to you don't. Better boxing don't matter when you fight Francis. Kane and Overeem had better boxing than Francis. Jessica G says, LOL, real. Van Chipman smiling at BLT. Rick Flair says, should be a fight. Tom says, FOOK. Francis. Drunk Savage says, I actually had a dream. He returned to us. BLT says, Van. Roberto Lopez, BBC. Stalio 2 says, Drunk Savage. She is too weak to rate me, bro. JDS says, Cameron Olsen, gay agent. God, I wish the rest of the agents would just tear me apart. Boss Kogar says, gay agent. It's almost like the agency had something to do with this show's name. John Doe says, Francis can't wrestle. Mike S. UFC should get rid of Reebok. DB Cooper's Moneyback says, JDS. Tom says, I hope Francis go train in France for that fight. Real Francis was actually born in Nigeria. Unlike Marty, Ric Flair says JDS took some good shots from Lewis. BLT says, I have some that same fantasy DS. Two Joint says, just kidding, Moss. You're awesome. Drunk Savage JBH. Stalio 2 wants you to blow him a kiss. No, he doesn't. All right.
I would love that. I would love the kiss. 82 likes. Thank you for the likes very much. 78 to 51. Closer than it started, but I am still way behind. 7 minutes. I can't lose. What's this going to be 3 weeks in a row, Jesse? I can't lose 3 weeks in a row. This is getting ridiculous. I need some help. With 7 minutes left in the game, I need to piece together a victory here and dethrone JBH. I need help. I need you to hang with the boys.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Hanging with the
boys. Thank you. That's Mystic Moss. Hang with the boys, please. Help me out. Help a ninja out over here. 51 points. Oh, my God. Terrible stuff over here. Let's get one more story. Actually, before we get that story in, let's play a click. See, when I stumble across my words,
yeah,
I need some help. I need to get to the next level, Jesse.
Yes. Timeless CBD sees a gap in the industry between quality and affordability. This is a CBD company that strives to make top-notch products at prices people can afford. All of Timeless CBD's products are carefully handmade at their facility. Each and every batch is third-party tested. Visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description and get your hands on only the best CBD products, such as full-spectrum oils, gummies, pain salves, freezes, BCAAs, and more. Use promo code MMAHOLE for up to 20% off of your entire order. We use Timeless CBD and we haven't felt this good in years. We recommend Timeless CBD to anyone seeking treatment for numerous conditions. Once again, visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description using promo code MMAHOLE, all one word, and get up to 20% off of your entire purchase.
There you go. Timeless CBD, promo code MMAHOLE, 20% off everything.
Wonderful.
All right, now here's your choice between your last 4 news topics, because you want only one left. Ronaldo Souza, which we've already talked about.
Do one more time. We have 3 topics. We'll get through them all.
We've got 5 minutes.
No, 5 minutes in the points game. We'll do the challenge over here.
But I don't want to cover news afterward because it ruins the rhythm. So we'll do one more.
Yes. We will do the points game.
Yes.
Right? We'll just rattle off the 3 stories.
No, I don't want to rattle them off. I don't want to do that.
What do you mean?
They have the news on the MMAholes.com if they want to check it out.
No. If you let me win the points game, we're going to get to all the stories.
No.
We will do
We will not.
We will do all the stories.
No, we will not.
If you let me win the points game. So that's how that's going to work. Cranky pants over here.
Oh, I'm not cranky. I'm not. Stupid.
You're going to roll this die. By the way, Michael Anzalone in the lead for the Wheel of Goodies. So shout out to Michael Anzalone. And Michael Anzalone praising Timeless CBD. I'm glad it helps. I really am. I'm glad it helps. All right. Oh, what happened there? I don't know what happened. All right.
God.
Let's see what the chat's doing.
All right. Oh.
Donation!
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
God damn it, Jessica.
Thank you for the kind words, Michael Anzalone. This is a quote that Iron Man says in the new movie Avengers Endgame. He says this to Michael shortly before they team up to kill Optimus Prime. Then Cap reveals he's Miles Morales. Pete's JBH.
Woo!
Spoilers.
More spoilers. Do not let the ladies win tonight. Jesse has 80 points. 3 minutes left in the game. Do not wait. Help a motherfucker out. Stop her from doing this dance. I was letting you go for the new move.
No, I can't give you too much.
Man.
I only give you enough to get a little chub, Moss.
Drunk Savage says it's over, Moss, but I'm feeling confident. I am feeling very confident right now. The boys will not let me hang. She's won 2 weeks in a row.
That's
It's
not
time
true.
Maybe 3 weeks in a row. I might be
No,
under.
no, not 3 weeks. 2 weeks. Don't go there.
We
Mystic
said
Boss
2's
and
not
your
true. Now it
smooth
is
beard.
true. Goddamn Usman. Goddamn Usman lies.
He jumps when I touch him.
I
That's
do,
how I
because
know
she beats
I'm
me.
in control.
It's ridiculous. She beats
I'm
me.
in control.
That's soft, right?
It is very soft.
You know why it's soft?
Smooth. Like a baby's butt.
That's why it's soft, Jesse. That's why it's soft.
Real bearded men. 15% off. Promo code MMA Hole.
Oh, man. By the way, Kevin from Chicago blocked Jessica G so she can't see what he writes in the chat.
Aw.
So that sucks. That sucks.
Poor Jessica.
Yeah. I mean, she's missing
I guess
out.
that's good for Kevin, right? Because now he can say whatever he wants and she can't.
Well, not really, because she can't see it. So it's just like.
Oh,
now
yeah. So, like, what's the point?
He can't fucking. Now, anything that he writes, it doesn't even matter because she can't see it. So.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Hmm.
But it's a move. It's a move he had to make.
He took control of the situation.
He did. He took control. I think.
Yeah.
I think he did. All right. Let's see what the chat's got going on over here. Tomorrow night, you know what's up, Jesse. 2 fucking cards.
Super chat.
Gabriel just dropping the 5 spot.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Gabriel, for
Thanks,
the donation.
Gabriel.
Very generosity of you.
Wonderful.
Very generous of you. All right. And very generous all the donations tonight. Really, seriously. Much respect to the holes. This or this. This or that. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. We'll do both of them tomorrow. Like that.
Wonderful.
Oh, fuck, Jesse. One donation can blow this right out of the water.
Yeah.
One donation. It's down below. And it could fuck this whole game up. It could make me victorious. But I need you to get it in now. Because it's 51 to 80. And I don't want to roll it.
Okay, I have to say, wait.
I have faith.
Wait.
What?
Ann said it wants Jessica to stop spoiling the movie because Mike hasn't seen it yet and all this stuff. She's not actually spoiling the movie.
Yeah.
She's
Optimus Prime is not in.
Or X-Men, or she's just messing around.
Yeah. She got jokes.
Yeah.
Don't let the boys die. With 24 seconds left on the clock. Oh my God. I'm going to need some timeless CBD.
Oh, you motherfucker.
With 16 seconds left.
Come
Does he get it before
on.
the buzzer? Holy shit. 10 seconds left. Does Thomas Matthew get in before the buzzer? Putting in the super chat. 4, 3, 2. Oh no!
Yes!
Yes! Super chat.
Oh no!
Forgot to leave a message. All my points are for the Mystic one.
Oh! Well, Gabriel got in first. And thank you, Gabriel, for the donation. But holy shit. And Gabriel knocked out Thomas Matthew. Oh, my God. Thomas Matthew is coming in. And I got to say this. He is the new highest donator. But holy shit, I will be rolling the die of doom. Jessica G is laughing in the chat. But,
But at least you're still going to spin the wheel of goodies, Thomas Matthew.
Super chat.
I will roll in your honor, Thomas.
Points Mystic.
Oh, man. Well, I got to say this. Thank you for playing tonight, everyone. But the highest donator, you do win that, Thomas. You have bumped out Michael Anzalone.
Thank you, Jessica. I couldn't have done it without you. You're the best.
And he gets in with the 56.
Jess and Jess G are victorious. The Jesses are victorious.
Wow. Okay. Well, I got to roll the die of doom now. Do we roll first or do we spin first? What do you think?
Let's do the die of doom first because it's always funnier. And then we will spin and end it with a kapa.
Man. All right. Well, Thomas Matthew, thank you. Jessica G, thank you. Everyone, thank you. Michael Anzalone, everyone that was very generous tonight.
Yes.
From the $2 all the way up. You're all wonderful.
Wonderful.
And the people that didn't even play the points game, that just donated for the hell of it, thank you very much as well. Everyone inside this cell phone over here, you are all wonderful. Much respect to the holes. All right?
Here we go. Mystic Moss is about to roll the die of doom, in which he has a chance to land one of 6 very important sides.
3 fucking weeks in a row.
3 weeks in a row. Here we go. Felony slap. Will it be the chat's choice, chat roast? Or will it be Bean Boozle? Or perhaps, would it be Pizza Face? Or Dance Like a Tiger Life Ring Girl? Let's find out as Mystic Moss rolls the infamous die of doom. Here he goes. Yeah! Yes!
Wonderful.
Yes! All right. Allow me.
Keep in mind, I had a fever a couple of hours before the show, and now I'm going to get the
Oh,
felony slap.
stop it with your guilt trip.
If I
You're
die...
getting it.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, the felony slap is about to happen.
Felony. Where have you been? I've missed you so. I feel bad because I hit you really hard last time. I remember after the show.
Yeah.
You were actually a little upset because of how hard I hit you.
And how hard did I hit you?
Well, that's your own fault.
All right, here we go. The felony slap is about to happen. Shout out to the woman beater, Charles Felony Bennett.
Concussion.
Now, this determines everything. Am I going to hear your complaining after the show if I hit you too hard?
Just fucking slap me already. Let's go.
Ready?
I'm gonna look her in the eyes. I'm gonna look her in the eyes as she does this to me. Oh, we got a donation.
Jessica G, I hate you. Just kidding. I hate no one other than the face I see in the mirror every day. Just kidding. I hate myself so much I don't even look in the mirror. I do jerk off a lot. It makes me feel good. Fuck you, gay agent and Kevin Chi.
Oh my God.
All right, thank you. One bed. I appreciate that donation. All right. Let's mic it up.
Well, you don't want to do that.
Okay.
Take it like a man. Gotta make sure Felony's looking at everybody. Ready? Felony? Are you ready? Felony? Don't flinch. Felony?
Oh, this is fucked up. Yo, she is so fucked up. Oh, if I felony slap her, oh, forget it. She is so... could you believe this? My father used to do this to me. No joke. He used to put me over his lap and fucking, like, fake the slap before he would do it. She is so fucked up. All right. You guys are evil. Jessica G, I hate you. All right.
Ready? Felony? Slap! Was that too hard? Are you okay?
Concussion.
You're fine.
She's a psychopath. This girl's a goddamn psychopath. All right. That pillow is. We need a
It is a
softer
hard pillow.
felony slap pillow. What's going on here? Let's tighten this up. All right.
I would have felt bad. I would have felt bad. I know it was lame.
All right. Here we go.
But last time I almost knocked his head off his shoulders, so I felt.
I gotta say this. Feel free to come to the studio. We will felony slap you, and trust me,
It is a hard pillow.
it's like getting hit with a fucking rock. All right. Here we go. This is tomorrow night, and this is tomorrow night as well. We will be reacting to both of these, but more importantly, the Wheel of All right, Thomas Matthew, are you ready for the spin? Hit me with the ones in the chat if you are ready for the spin, because here we go. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are about to spin the Wheel of Goodies. Ah, yeah.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait. I'm spinning the Wheel of Goodies. I'm spinning it.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I got a concussion.
Concussion.
Okay. We're going to take felony slap off that fucking thing. I'm going to get a concussion. All right, here we go. Jesse's going to spin the Wheel of Goodies.
That's more like it. Now let's get this started again.
All right. The speaker is now bigger on the wheel. Timeless CBD on the wheel. T-shirt, jacket, hat, jersey, thermal mug, blender bottle, mini cooler, sweater, pens, and a corkscrew are merged into one. USB ports. All right, Thomas, if you're in the chat, well, good luck. Jesse's about to spin it right now. Excuse me, I almost choked on my phlegm. Ready, Jess?
Oh, shit.
The fuck was that?
You made me laugh.
You're not really spinning the wheel, you know that, right? Yeah. You're not. You don't have to tighten it super tight. You're gonna fucking break the stand. What are you doing? All right. Welcome to the autism. All right, here. Let's try this again. It's like she got slapped with the felony pillow. All right. Yeah. Let's. Ready. When I count to 3, Jesse's gonna spin it away. Thomas Matthew, good luck. 1, 2, and.
Oh.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh man.
All right. Did the Islanders lose? Oh boy. I see a sweep coming. All right. Let's see. The Wheel of Goodies. Where is it going to stop? It did pass the speaker. Oh, he's got a hat. Yeah. All right, Thomas Matthew. If you are in the chat,
you know what I think?
You got a hat. Now, here's the question, Thomas Matthew. You have a chance to respin. Oh, yes. You can respin. Do you want to take the gamble and leave the hat and go for another spin? Or do you want to just take that hat?
You know what I think?
What do you think, Jesse?
I think because Thomas Matthew gave such a generous donation, he should respin.
You think a respin?
Yes.
All right, we'll see what Thomas says in the chat. Thomas Matthew, if you're still there, would you like to take the respin? Now, if he respins, he may not get the hat. He might get a corkscrew and a pen.
Oh, he's been wanting the hat, he says.
All right. He wants the hat. Thomas Matthew, you will be getting yourself a Nike hat from BetDSI. Let me show you this fucker.
Wonderful, wonderful. Respin and he gets the hat. Don't be shy. Oh, you mean respin and he gets whatever he gets in the hat?
All right. Let's see. This hat's actually pretty nice. I was surprised that they made it.
I wear this hat. We have 3 styles of this hat. And I wear this one.
Yeah, so there it is. It's a BetDSI Nike hat. It's actually very nice. It's a nice little jammy. Jesse's going to show it up over here. And you can see the little arrow. And yeah, so it's actually like legit shit. It's not like made in China bullshit. Or is it? Maybe it is made in China. I don't know.
Highly doubtful.
Get Kenshiro on the horn and find out, is that hat indeed made in China? All right, Jesse. We did it. We fucking did it. Now we have 3 stories left on there. Let's rattle through the 3 stories and wind this shite down. What do you say? Let's go, Jesse.
I want to rattle through one story.
Give them the fucking stories. What's with all the bull guys? What's going on here? What the fuck's up with the bull guys?
According to MMAnews.com, Marlon Moraes doesn't believe a 2-year suspension was enough for TJ Dillashaw. Marlon Moraes has wanted to fight for the UFC Bantamweight title since the day he arrived in the promotion, and he felt like a showdown with TJ Dillashaw was inevitable. Moraes will finally get a shot to become champion at UFC 238 in June, but it won't be against Dillashaw after he relinquished the title ahead of a 2-year suspension issued by USADA after he was busted for using EPO surrounding his last fight against Henry Cejudo. EPO is used in blood doping to help the body produce more red blood cells, which improves the amount of oxygen that can get carried to the muscles. Its most common use has been in endurance sports like running and cycling because it helps with the athlete's conditioning. Those same benefits could certainly help a mixed martial artist. While accusations had been lobbed at Dillashaw before he got busted, Marlon admits he was still stunned when the announcement was made. Dillashaw will now be forced to sit out until at least January 2021 as punishment for using a banned substance. Numerous fighters have argued for stiffer penalties when it comes to performance-enhancing drugs use, and Moraes is definitely among them. Moraes believes that if Dillashaw was cheating now, knowing that USADA is drug testing all of the fighters in the UFC, chances are he was cheating in the past as well, and that will now taint his entire career.
All right, there's the Marlon Moraes thing, saying that it's not enough time. I think 2 years is fair. I mean, that's the rules. This is an interesting story over here with Tom Lawler. No, Jess?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't think it's interesting?
Okay. Yes. According to MMAfighting.com, USADA says that Tom Lawler might have been eligible for a lower sanction had Austrian case come now.
It's fucked up, man.
Tom Lawler might have been the victim of bad timing, according to the UFC's anti-doping partner. The former UFC fighter was suspended 2 years by USADA for testing positive for the prohibited substance Austrian in February 2017. He was eligible to return in October 2018, but was released by the UFC prior to getting that opportunity. Lawler's...
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
You can't stop.
The agency.
The agency. Fa la 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 fa la 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 fa la 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 fa la 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 fa la 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 fa la 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 fa la 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 la. The agency.
The agency.
You know, it's funny. Every time they do talk about the agency in the chat, that's what I see. So there you go. That's what goes on in my head.
Fa la 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 la.
That's all I see. I'm like, I don't know what we're talking about, but okay. All right. What else do we have with this guy?
What was I talking about here? Oh, Lawler's case has come up again this week following the announcement that 4 UFC fighters were suspended just 6 months for testing positive for Austrian. The 4 cases involving Sean O'Malley, Nico Montano, Augusto Mendez, and Marvin Vittori were not dissimilar to Lawler's situation, trace amounts of the substance that has rather frequently been found in tainted dietary supplements. Lawler was not able to prove through testing that one of the supplements he was taking was contaminated with Austrian. That is why he was handed the 2-year suspension. None of the 4 aforementioned fighters who got their bans this week were able to prove that either, yet USADA reduced their suspensions anyway, citing an evolution in the science. In a statement sent to MMA Fighting on Thursday, USADA Communications Director Adam Woolard wrote that the lab testing is more sensitive and able to detect far smaller quantities and new metabolites of PEDs than even just a few years ago, which can lead to more intentional cheats being caught, but also some inadvertent positives like via supplement contamination. Woolard also wrote that if Lawler's Austrian case happened in 2019, it's possible he would have been eligible for a shorter suspension length and would have the ability to challenge to an independent arbitrator to determine the final consequence. But his 2-year suspension was the standard sanction at the time.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. How they have all these new rules and these guys just got the shaft. Well, now Lawler is the color commentator for CES.
Right.
So doing bigger and better things. All right, let's see what else we have in the news. Last story, Mike Perry 2.0.
Mike Perry 2.0. UFC welterweight hopes to meld maturation balance with savage style, says MMAfighting.com. When Mike Perry shows up somewhere, the people around him start making assumptions, reaching conclusions. That happens when you have tattoos on your face and you're not shy about speaking your mind when you make a statement just by walking through the door. That's how it has been from the beginning for Perry since he made his UFC debut in August 2016, less than 2 years into his professional career. If it was too much too fast, Perry will never say, but thrive in the world's premier fight organization under such conditions. As 2 years in, few are close to compete mixed martial artists, yet Perry has found a niche for himself as one of the promotion's top action fighters, a bite down on your mouthpiece bomber who often seems incapable of stepping backwards. He said, quote, "You've seen me succeed, you've seen me stumble, you've seen me fall, but I've never truly lost my momentum. My momentum found its pace, and we're going to keep working, and we're going to keep making another jump. With the knowledge I have now of these guys reactive fighting me, it's got me thinking a little different. I'll be a little more patient in there, but I don't want to change my thought process too much. The vicious Mike Perry is the best Mike Perry. That's my fucking style, so I'm looking to go out there and fight my ass off."
All right, so Platinum Mike Perry tomorrow night is going to be an interesting story on this card. Coming in short notice, guy wants to get a win, show off his skill set. You know, he's flopped, he's won, he's flopped. He's, you know, every time it's time for the platinum one to show off what he's got, it's kind of fumbled. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night against Alex Oliveira. Fascinating fight. Glover Teixeira, Cutilaba, Lineker versus Sandhagen, Roberts versus Glifford.
I like how you say Sandhagen.
Sandhagen.
You're like Sandhagen, like a Chicagoan.
Souza versus Hermansson up top with Greg Hardy versus Smolyakov, right?
Smolyakov.
Smolyakov?
Smolyakov.
Is it Smolyakov or
Smolyakov?
I think it's Smolyakov. Who gives a fuck?
I don't fucking know.
Who cares?
I want to go make brownies.
All right, Jesse's going to make some brownies. Thank you for joining us. Remember, friends, we got 3 sponsors, big peoples. First off, I want to say shout out to the new ones, Real Bearded Men. 15% off, friends. So get those discounts. Make your beards look swole and sexy. 15% off. Promo code MMAWHOLE. Timeless CBD got that 20% discount. So shout out to the people trying to make that life a little bit better and calmer. Promo code MMAWHOLE. And you have THC or THC less stuff there. So you have the choice between the two. So you got it all over there. Timeless CBD. And tomorrow night, get those bets in. BetDSI, promo code MMAWHOLE, double that money, and they're throwing 25 tacos on top of the bonus bet. So, I mean, you're getting money, tacos from all different angles over here. All over the place. Someone to look out for is the Hulk against our buddy. I like the bet. I really do. Glover Teixeira versus Cutilaba. Cutilaba is a +101. Very dangerous fight. Someone is getting knocked the fuck out. And that will be my underdog pick for tomorrow night. All right, Jesse. Thank you for joining us, friends. And Jesse, congratulations on another win.
Why, thank you.
Say those magic words.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole.
Oh, by the way, real quick. And
why would you do that? Why
I know,
would you,
I know.
How dare.
Hold on a second. I do have to say this. The MMAHoles.com. Shout out to Drunk Savage, DB Cooper. And 2 joints. I see Jessica G goes over there. The people that go over to the MMAHoles.com, we see you. We see you chatting all throughout the night, 24/7. This live chat is open. So if you like to watch the replays or watch us live, the MMAHoles.com, hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
That's right. Hang with the boys. All right. Go over to the MMAHoles.com and hang out over there after the show. All right, Jesse. Now you can say it again. You could do it right.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole.